from its border with Crimea, which Russia took control from Ukraine in 2014. Michael George, CBS News.
Well, Nick Mantis joins us now with a look at sports. And Nick, the Michigan State men's basketball team was playing with a lot more confidence today.
Yes, Sarah. After a tough loss to Wisconsin on Tuesday, the Spartans didn't look like themselves. But today against Indiana, that all changed, and we're going to show you what happened. Plus, the Michigan State women's basketball team was also playing Indiana this afternoon. Another tough test on the road for the Spartan women. We're going to tell you how this one ended when we come back.
This is 6 News Now, here for you 24 hours a day, online at WLNS.com.
Starting February 19th, Ingham County officials will lift indoor mask requirements for all Lansing area schools and colleges.
Health officials say they're making this decision due to a dip in coronavirus infections and hospitalizations across the state and area.
In fact, according to Ingham County Health Officer Linda Vale, one of the main reasons for the decision is the 78% decline in the county's case rate over the past 2 weeks. Now, this latest decision does allow individual schools to decide whether or not to still have mask mandates in place, and health officials are urging schools to maintain strict masking policies, especially in areas with substantial or high transmission levels.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather on the Sixes, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Good morning, Mid-Michigan. We had a very brief push of snow come through the area, or it is still moving through the area. Here's a look at the Skyview Network this morning, St. John's. The snow not coming down as hard as it was, still very windy. Roads are snow-covered and slippery. We're at a temperature this morning of 33 degrees. As we head to the WLNS cam now, road conditions seem to be improving a bit. You see 127's doing all right, at least the right lanes. Temperature now above freezing, 33. Like I said, very brief area of impacts. Jackson, you see the roads are snow-covered and slick. We're at 31, and it feels like 21 as the snow is falling. Satellite radar shows that band continuing to move through the area. This band here looks to be trying to work its way southward, so we could be in for a little more moderate to heavy snow before the time it's said and done. This is part of a low-pressure system sweeping its way off to our north. Warm front's going to briefly warm us up close to 40 degrees this afternoon before a cold front slides through and drops us down to the low teens overnight tonight. Visibility continues to be reduced. We're at a bit better in Lansing, 2 miles. We're at a mile in Mason and Jackson, 1.25 miles in Marshall and Charlotte. School closings coming in, especially in parts of Eaton County. We have Potterville now, Grand Ledge. Just about all the schools in Eaton County, as well as Berry County, parts of Ionia, Montcalm, Gratiot, Ovid Elsie's delayed 2 hours, and we have a few coming in for Calhoun as well. So continues to be slick out there. Perfect storm. I mean, we were only seeing 1 to 2 inches of snow, which normally would not be enough to close schools. Just with it coming right at the right time, some are erring on.
This is the 6 Sports Desk.
Confidence and toughness are crucial parts of any Michigan State men's basketball team. And after their lackluster performance on the loss to Wisconsin on Tuesday, Tom Izzo said in the post-game press conference that they would need to find a way to bring that toughness back to the program with the Indiana Hoosiers in town this afternoon. Also on a 2-game losing streak, the intensity for this win was at an all-time high. Former MSU assistant coach Dane Fife was back in the Breslin to say hi to Tom Izzo. Fife is now an assistant for Indiana, but that's as friendly as this one would get. Indiana's Race Thompson made his presence known with the early two-handed slam. To say this game was physical was an understatement. Just before the half, A.J. Hogarth dishing out some dimes with an incredible pass to Julius Marble for the easy bucket. A few moments later, Hogarth finds Malik Hall in the corner for the 3. The Spartans took a 7-point lead into the break as the Breslin was rocking, but the Hoosiers stormed right back and went on an 8-0 run to start the second half. Thompson with the steal, and he'll do the rest. As the Hoosiers were taking all of the momentum. Now, the Spartans weren't done having some fun, though, as Gabe Brown gets the steal, and he's going to take this one all the way to the alley-oop for Malik Hall. He almost broke the rim on that one. And when the shot was not easy for Hall, he gets blocked but stays with it and makes the circus shot work as he finished with a game-high 18 points as the Spartans would go on to win it 75-61 the final, snapping their 2-game losing streak. Now, coming off the huge upset win over third-ranked Purdue on Thursday, the Michigan Wolverines are also at home this afternoon and hosting their rival Ohio State. And the Buckeyes were also involved in an upset earlier this week, but they were on the losing end after getting beat by Rutgers. Let's check in on the score. The Wolverines all tied up at 23 in the first half the last time we checked in. Hunter Dickinson for Michigan already has 6 points in this game. Of course, we will have full updates on this one tonight on 6 News at 11. In women's hoops, the Michigan State women's basketball team is coming off winning its biggest game of the season when the Spartan women took down 4th-ranked Michigan at the Breslin Center on Thursday night. But today, the Spartans had another tough test on the road against 7th-ranked Indiana. Out to Assembly Hall, the Spartans moving the ball around and finding Matilda Eck as she continues knocking down big threes to take an early lead. But the Hoosiers responded and never looked back. Nicole Cardano-Hillary is left wide open for the three, then more from her. Another three. The Hoosiers had a 5-point lead at the half, but in the third quarter, Indiana dropped 30 on the Spartans' defense, thanks to a career-high 29-point performance from Grace Berger, as the Hoosiers would go on to win it 76-58. The biggest sports event of the year is only one sleep away. And for former Detroit Lions quarterback Matthew Stafford, he's hoping to reach the mountaintop in his first year with his new team, the Los Angeles Rams. Now, the Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals have been preparing for the biggest game of their lives, but with different amenities. The Bengals have been practicing at UCLA's football facility, while the Rams have the best situation possible, getting to play a Super Bowl in their home stadium. Now, the players have gotten to sleep in their own beds, while Cincinnati's adjusting to being 2,000 miles away from home. And for Stafford, that advantage isn't lost on their focus.
You know, I think we're lucky in the regard that we get to be at home. You know, that's huge for us. You know, get to friendly confines of where we've been meeting and practicing and doing all that really all year. So we feel pretty good about that. Getting to sleep at home, doing all those kind of things are great for us. You know, and then as far as me playing well and our team playing well, I mean, that's the story of the game of football in the NFL today. If the quarterback plays well, your team's got a good chance to win. That's been the recipe for success, ever since I've been in this league. So I'm used to that and just excited about the opportunity to get out there and play with these guys. It'll be 2 weeks since the last time we played a game, so we're excited to get out there and compete.
And that game is going to be a good one. Cannot wait to see how Stafford does against that Bengals defense. So we'll be right back with a final look at your forecast. So stay with us.
This is 6 News Now, here for you 24 hours a day, online at WLNS.com.